Here beginneth the tale of the Wyf of Bathe. In th'old days of the King Ardour, of which the Britons speak in great honour, all was this land fulfilled of fair eye. 860 the Elf Queen, with her early company, danced full oft in many a green mead. This was the old opinion, as I read. I speak of many 100 years ago, but now can no man see none elves mo 865 for now the Greta Charity and Prayers, 10, of Limitars and other holy frères, that search in every London and every stream, as thick as motes in the sunbeam, blessinga hallies, chambers, kitchens, boors, 870 sites, burgs, castles, high terrays, thropes, burns, shippens, dairies, this mocketh that there been no fair eyes. For there is wont to walk and was an elf, there walketh now the Limitar himself 875 inches under melees and in more 1 inches, 20, and saith his matins and his holy things as he goth in his limitation. Woman may go softly up and down, in every bush, or under every tree. 880 there is noon other incubus but he, and he any will doon hem but dishonor. Heading. From HN, 857. ECM, the 859, CP Fairy, Rest Fairy. 872, CP Fairies, EHN Fairies. 880, HL Incumbent. 881, CM Anon, Rest But. HLNE Wool But Doon Hem. 346, T 6464 to 6498. And so biful it, that this King Ardour had in his house a lusty bachelor, that on a day cam riding Shro River, 885 and hap that, all when as she was born, 30, he saw a maid walkinga him byforn, of which maid anon, Mogri hearheed, by very force he raft her maidenheed, for which oppression was switch clamor 890 and switch pursued unto the King Ardour. That damp Ned was this night for to be deed by course of law, and Shuldhan lost his heed paraventure, switch was the statit though, but that the Queen and other ladies mo 895 so lunge prayeden the King of Grace, 40, till he is life him grunt in the place, and yaff him to the Queen Alad here will, to cheese, whether she wolde him save or spill. 882, EHN CM it. 883, his. 885, EHN he. 887, CM Lane Wish, Rest Witch. 888, ECM HL Baraft, Rest he raft, reft. 895, HLCM Prayeden, EHN Prayden. 898, Wather. The Queen thanked the King with all her might. 900 and after this thus spake she to the knight, one that she saw here time, up on a day, thou standest yet, quod she, in switch array, out of thy life yet hast no surety. I grante thee life, if thou canst tell lend me 905 what thing is it that woman most desirin? 50, be war, and keep thy neck boon from your end. And if thou canst nat tell len it anon, yet will I give thee leave for to gone a 12-month and a day, to sesh and lear 910 and answer a sufficient in this matter. And surety will I han, or that thou pace, thy body for to yelden in this place. 907, EHL tell len it, HN tell len me, CM tell me, rest tell it me. 908, shul, for wool. What was this night and sorrowfully he siketh, but what? He may not do all as him liketh. 915 and at the last, he cheese him for to wendy, 60, and come again, right at the year's endy, 347, T 6499 to 6536. With switch answer as God wolde him purvey, and taketh his leave, and wendeth forth his way. 914, CM it, for what, eom. He seeketh every house and every place. 920 whereas he hopeth for to find grace, to learn, what thing woman lovin most, but he any could arriven in no cost, whereas he might find in this matter two creatures according to infere. 925 Some said, woman lovin best Rick Hesse, 70, some said, honor, some said, Eiliness, some, Rishere, some saiden, lust a bed, and oft time to be widwy and weddy. Some said, that our hurts been most essayed. 931 that we been wife-latered and pleased. He goeth full New York the Suv, I will not lie, a man shall win us best with flattery, and with attendance, and with biciness, than we wylimed, boda more and less. 935 and some saying, how that we love and best, 80, for to be free, and do right as us lest, and that no man reprieve us of our vice, but say that we be wise, and nothing nice. For truly, there is noon of us alla, 940 if any wight will claw us on the gal, that we nil kike, for he seeth the sooth, say, and he shall find it that so doth. For be we never so vicious within, we will been holden wise, and clean of sin. 935, ehn cm hlom how. 941, nil, nel, cm nold. 945 and some saying, that greet to lit hanwi, 90, for to ben holden stable and execree, and in o purpose steadfastly to dwell, and nat byri thing that menace tell. But that tale is nat worth a rake steely, 950 pardee, we woman con nothing hele, witness on Mida, will ye hear the tale? Ovid, amongst other things smale, said, Mida had, under his lunch hayrace, growing up on his heed 2 asses 348, t 6537 to 6572. 955 the which vice he hidda, as he best might, 100, full subtly from every man's sight, that, saith his wif, the wist of it naamo. He loved here most, and trusted here also, he prayed here, that to no creature 960 she should tell len of his disfigure. 958, HNCPHL trusted, CM trusted, E treast. 959, CM prayed, HL prayed, HN prayed, E prayed. She swore nay, for all this world to win, she nold do that villainy or sin, to make her housebond han so foul a name, she nold nat tell it for heroine shame. 965 but Nathalise, here thought that she died, 110, that she so lun shoulder consile hide, here thought it swall so sore but here hurt, that nettily some word here most astert, and sith she durst tell it to no man, 970 down to a Mary's fast by she ran, till she came there, here heard was a fire, and, as a bit or bomblet in the mire, she laid her mouth under the water down, by me nat, the water, with thy son, 975 quoth she, to the I tell it, and Namo, 120, myn housebond hath lunge. Assaziris too. Now is myn heard all whole, now is it ut, I might no longer keep it, out of doot, here may ye sit, thought we a time abide, 980 yet out at moot, we can no consile hide, the remnant of the tale if ye will hear, readeth Ovid, and the ye may it lear. 972, CM Bumbeth, CPPT Bumleth, HL Bumleth. This night, of which my tale is specially, one that he saw he might nat come thurby, 985 this is to say, what woman lovin most, 130, within his breast full sorrowful was the gust, but whom he guth, he might nat soyorn. The day was come, that homeward most he torn, and in his way it happed him to ride, 990 inches this care, under a forest side, 349, t 6573 to 6609. Whereas he saw up on a dawnsko of ladies 420, and yet toward the wish dance he draw fully earn, in hope that some wisdom should he learn. 995 but certainly, he came fully there, 140, vanished was this dance, he nist where. No creature saw he that bar life, save on the green he saw sit tinge a wif, a fowler white there may no man devise. 1000 again the night this old wif gone rise, and said, Sir Knight, hereforth in ye lieth no way. Tell me, what that ye seekin, by your fay? Paraventured may the betray be, thys old folk can muchel thing, quoth she. 985, Lou. 990, ehn this, rest his. 993, hn wish, which, rest very. 1005 my leave mooter, quoth this night certain, 150, I nom but deed, but if that I can sayn what thing it is that woman most desire, could ye me wis, I wold a wl quite your higher. Plight me thy troth, here in myn hand, quoth she, 1010 the next thing that I require thee, thou shalt it do, if it lie in thy might, and I will tell it yower it be night. Have here my troth, quoth the knight, I grante. Then, quoth she, I dar me wl avant, 1015 thy life is soft, for I will ston thurby, 160, up on my life, the queen will say as I lat see which is the proudest of hemala, that wareth on a cover chief or a kaye, that dar say na, of that I shall thee techa, 1020 let us go forth without an langer spech. Though ruin she a pistol in his air, and bade him to be glad, and have no fear. 1016, Queen. One they be comin' to the court, this knight said, he had hold his day, as he had hight, 1025 and ready was his answer, as he said. 170, full many a noble wif, and many a maid, and many a widwy, for that they ben wise, 350, t 6610 to 6645. The queen herself sit tinge as a iesties, assembled bin, his answer for to hear, 1030 and afterward this knight was boat appear. 1028, CP Lane OMA. To every wight commanded was silence, and that the knight should tell an audience, what thing that worldly woman lovin' best. This knight ne stood nat still as doth a best, 1035 but to his question anon answered, 180, with manly voice, that all the court had heard. My legay lady, generally, quod he, woman desirin to have sovereignty as wel over here housebond as here love, 1040 and fur to bin and maestry him above, this is your most desir, thought he me kill, doth as yao list, I am here at your will. 1038, OM2. 1042, OM here, CM, Al. In all the court ne was there wif and made, no widwy, that contrary that he said, 1045 but Satan, he was worthy hon his life. 190, and with that word upsturt the old wif, which that the knight saw sit tinge in the green, mercy, quod she, my sovereign lady queen. Ere that your court depart, do me right. 1050 I taught this answer unto the knight, for which he plight me his troth there, the first thing I wolde of him require, he wolde it do, if it lay in his might. By for the court then pray I thee, Sir Knight, 1055 quod she, that thou me take unto thy wif, 200, for wel thou wost that I have kept thy life. If I say fouls, say nay, up on thy fay. 1052, CM HLOM of. 1054, Than. This knight answered, Allahs. And wayloi. I would write wel that switch was my behest. 1060 for God's love, as cheese a new request, tack al my good, and lat my body go. 1061, talk. Nay then, quod she, I shrewest boda too. For thought that I be foul, and old, and poor, 351, t 6646 to 6682. I nold for all the metal, ne for 1065 that under earth is grave, or lieth above, 210, but if thy wif I were, and eke thy love. 1062, Than. 1063, all but CPPTOM first end. Luld, poor. 1064, HL the hour, EHN war, CM PT or, CP hour, lane o'er. My love, quod he, nay, my damnation. Allahs. That any of my nation should ever so foolly disparaged be. 1070 but al for not, the Indy is this, that he constrain was, he neds most here weddy, and taketh his old wif, and goeth to bed. 1070, HN thenda. Now wolden some men say, paraventure, that, for my negligence, I do no cure 1075 to tell Lenyao the Io and Altharay, 220, that at the fest was that ilk day. To which thing shortly answer I shall, I say, the nes no Io any fested al, the nes but heaviness and mush soreway, 1080 for pridely he wedded here on a moreway, and al day after hit a him as an owl, so what was him, his wif looked so foolay. Greek was the wa the knight had in his thight, one he was with his wif a bed y brought, 1085 he walwith, and he turneth to and fro. 230, his old wif lay smiling a vermo, and said, O dear housebond, benedicity. Fareth every night thus with his wif as ye? Is this the law of King Arthur's house? 1090 is every night of his so dangerous? I am your own love and eke your wif, I am she, which that saved hath your life, and certes, yet died I yow never unright, why fare ye thus with me this first night? 1095 ye faren like a man had lost his wit, 240, what is my guilt? For God's love, tell me it, and it shall been amended, if I may. 1091, CPPT Lane Eek, Rest OM 1093. EEHN, yet ne died. 1096, CMH me, Rest OM, read Gods as Gods. Amended, quot this night, Alice. Nay, nay. It will not been amended never mo. 1100 thou art so loathly, and so old also, 352, T 6683 to 6718. And there to common of so low a kind, that litel wonder is, thok I walway in wind. So wolde God myn heard wolde breast. 1101, E, Lock. 1102, PT no, for litel. Read wonders. Is this, quot she, the cause of your unrest? 1105 ye, certainly, quot he, no wonder is. 250, now, sire, quot she, I could amondel this, if that me least, it were days 3, so wel ye might hear yow unto me. But for ye speaking of switch gentle s 1110 as is descended out of old Rick Hesse, that therefore shoulden ye be jaunty men, switch arrogance is nat worth an hen. Loku that is most virtuous alway, privy and apert, and most intendeth I 1115 to do the jaunty deedies that he can, 260, and tack him for the greatest jaunty man. Christwool, we claim of him our gentilesse, not of our elders for here old Rick Hesse. For thok they yev us al here heritage, 1120 for which we claim to bin of hay parage, yet may they not be kev, for nothing, to noon of us here virtuous living, that made hem jaunty men why called be, and bade us full when hem and switch degree. 1112, CPPT Nies, for is. 1116, CPPT Lane. And take, Rest OM. And 1125 WEL can the wise poet of Florence, 270, that height Dant, speaking in this sentence, low and switch manner RYM is Dante's tale, full selda upriseth by his branches smale prowess of man, for God, of his goodness, 1130 will that of him we claim our gentilesse, for of our elders may we nothing claim but temporel thing, that man may hurt and maimie. 1126, HL of, for in. CM, declare, for speaking in. 1129, E, goodness, rest prowess. Eke every white what this is wel as I, if gentilesse were planted naturally 1135 unto a certain lineage, down the line, 280, privy any apert, then wolde they never fine, 353, T 6719 to 6753. To doon of gentilesse the fair office, they might do no villainy or vice. 1134, E, naturally. 1136, ECM nor, HLNE, rest end. E, than. Tac FYR, and BR it in the Derkest House 1140 Bitwix this and the Mount of Caucasus, and lat men shut the doors and go then, yet will the FYR as fair lie in Bren, as 20,000 men might it byhold, his office naturel I will it hold, 1145 up peril of my life, till let it die. 1139, E, Talk. 1140, E, Caucasus. 1144, E, Naturel. 290, here may ye see wel, how that gentry is nat annexed to possession, sith folk in ye doon here operation alwy, as doth the FYR, lo. In his kind. 1154, God it woot, men may wel often find a lord's son do shame and villainy, and he that will han pris of his gentry for he was born of a jaunty house, and had high elders noble and virtuous, 1155 and nil himself and do no jaunty deddies, 300, the full way his jaunty ancestor that deed is, he nis nat jaunty, be he duck or earl, for villy and sinful deedies make a churl. For gentilesse nis but reno me 1160 of thine ancestors, for here hey bounty, which is a strange thing to thy person. Thy gentilesse cometh fro God all one, then comth our very gentilesse of grace, it was nothing beketh us with our place. 1153, CPHL Boren, CM Bor, Rest Born. 1155, E, Nell, Rest NYL. 1156, E.H.N. Fulwen. 1162, Reed Conth, c. 1163. 1163, E. Than. 1165 Thank Thon Noble, as Seth Valerius, 310, was felt Tullius Hostilius, that out of povert roost to hay noblesse. Redeth Senec, and redeth eke bees, the Shuli seen expres that it no dreed is, 1170 that he is jaunty that doth jaunty deddies, and therefore, leave housebond, I thus conclude, 354, T 6754 to 6788. Al were it that mine ancestors were rude, yet may the high God, and so hope I, grante me grace to liven virtuously. 1175 Than am I jaunty, one that I begin, 320, to liven virtuously and waive sin. 1166, E.H.N. Hostilius. 1167, C.M. C.P. Lane H.L. Powart, Rest Port. 1168, E. Reed, Rest Redeth. 1169, C.P. P.T. Laneit, Rest O.M. 1172. E.H.N. Warren, 2nd. 1176, C.M. Lewin, P.T. Lewin, Rest Waywin. And there is ye of povert me reprieve, the high God, on whom that we believe, in wilful povert cheese to live his life. 1180 In certes every man, maiden, or wif, may understand that Jesus, he being king, no wolde nat cheese a vicious living. Glad povert is an honest thing, certain, this will Senec and other clerks saying. 1185 Whoso that halt him paid of his povert, 330, I hold him riche, al had he nat a shirut. He that coveteth is a povera wight, for he wold a hond that is nat in his might. But he that not hath, ne coveteth have, 1190 is riche, although ye hold him but a knave. 1177, E.H.N. Port, Rest Powart. 1179, E.H.N. P.T. Port, Rest Powart, so in 1183, 1191. 1182, E. Chasen, E.O.M.A. 1183. E.H.N. Honeste, C.M. Honest. Very povert, it singeth properly, a juvenile seeth of povert merrily, the povre man, one he goth by the way, by for the thieves he may singe and play. 1195 Povert is hateful good, and, as I guess, 340, a full greet bringer out of biciness, a greet amenderique of sapience to him that taketh it in patience. Povert is this, although it semi-allenge, 1200 possession, that no white will calinge. Povert full oft, when a man is low, mocketh his God and eke himself to know. Povert a spectacle is, as think me, third which he may his very friends see. 1205 And therefore, sire, sin that I not yow grieve, 350, of my povert na more ye me reprieve. 1191, E.C.M. It singeth, rest is sin. 1192, E.H.N. C.P. Merrily. 1195, C.P. P.T. Lane Hadel. 1199, H.N. H.L. Elenge, Lane Elenge, Rest Elenge. 1205, E. Heiss. 355, T. 6789 to 6826. Now, sire, of LG reprieve me, and certes, sire, thought nunoctory T were in no book, ye Johnnies of honor 1210 saying that men should an old white dune favor, and cleep him fader, for your gentleness, and octorus shall I find in, as I guess. Now that ye say that I am foul and old, then dreed you not to been a cokewold, 1215 for filth and eld, also mudity, 360, been greta wardians up on chastity. But Nathalese, sin I know your delit, I shall fulfill your worldly appetite. She's now, quod she, one of these things 1220 to han me foul and old till that I die, and be to yow a true humble waf, and never yow displease in all my life, or else ye will han me young and fair, and take your revenge of the repair 1225 that shall be to your house, because of me, 370, or in some other place, may wel be. Now cheese your selvin, whether that yow liketh. 1227, E. Wather. This night aviceth him and sore psycheth, but at last he said in this manner, 1230 My lady, and my love, and wif so dear, I put me in your wise governance, chaseth yourself, which may be most pleasance, and most honour to Yao and me also. I do know first the weather of the two, 1235 for as Yao liketh, it sufficeth me. 380. Than have I geet of Yao maestri, quot she, sin I may cheese, and govern as me lest? 1234. Wather. 1236. Of the maestri, cm of the maestery. Ye, certes, wif, quod he, I hold it best. Kiss me, quod she, we be no langer wroth, 1244, by my troth, I will be to Yao boda, this is to saying, ye, boda fair and good. I pray to God that I am ot sterven would, but I to Yao be also good and true as ever was wif, sin that the world was new. 356, t 6827 to 6846. 1245 and, but I be to mourn as fair to Senna, 390, as any lady, emprice, or queen, that is betwixt the est and eke the west, doth with my life and death right as Yao lest. Cast up the curtain, look how that it is. 1250 and one the knight saw verily all this, that she so fair was, and so young thereto, for io he hent here in his arms too, his hurt bathed in a bath of bliss, 1,000 time ero he gone her kiss. 1255 and she obeyed him in everything, 400, that might doen him pleasance or liking. 1254, ehn lena rue, hl on row, rest a row.